So I would say I like walking my talk. I don't like telling people to do things that I'm not doing. So part of my own journey as a woman of color was to actually explore my spiritual side a lot, and what I used to feel as a child when I would say, I have an inner knowing. I will know something without anybody telling me anything, or I would have a certain feeling in my heart. So in that space, I started exploring my spiritual side. And I started discovering that I actually started connecting with my spirit guides. I started connecting with certain entities of my female lineage, like for instance, I'm Egyptian, so I started connected with Isis, Anubis, Sekhmet. So now I know in my meditation that I can access their energy field and I can ask questions and I can get answers for these things. Therapists to be will come and ask for sessions like that, connecting with the other world and grounding that in science as well. So I never go into a spiritual bypassing. So spiritual bypassing is when you use spirituality to hide from truth and reality. You're not grounded, right? You're going up there to run from here. But actually, the soul of a spirituality is to merge it in your human body and make you more solid on this planet. The more solid you are, the more who you are, the more you inspire others to be who they are. And then all of us as a collective, as humanity, we can ascend together. Channeling, I would say, it's part of my spiritual gift that I discovered that I have, and I started to harness and ground. And it's a process where I sit in meditation with my client, and I start connecting with a higher power or a higher energy. It can be an entity that I know of, because usually they are my spirit guides or their spirit guides, or a message that is coming for them. And in that space, I can use tarot cards, I can use astrology, I can use the communication with the spirit world. And I had a very smart question from one of my students, and she said, how would I know if a channeler is bullshitting me or speaking the truth? And I said, you will know it in your body. When somebody is speaking the truth, you will feel it in your body. You will have a faster heartbeat, or you want to cry, or something happens in here. When somebody is just yapping, you'll feel nothing. So there's a truth to that as well. And at the beginning, I was actually very intimidated to bring that to my clinical practice. I thought that's going to make me look less of a clinical person, until I read that amazing article about a healer in a room balances three energies at the same time: the scientist, the philosopher, and the priestess, the whole time. If you only got stuck in the scientist, it becomes too cold. If you're only stuck in the philosopher, you're up here, ungrounded. If you're only in the priestess, it's too intense for people. But if you manage the three all the same time, you hold a very sacred space. It's a space actually that triggers real human initiation into these journeys, not fixing their problems. I'm not dealing with the symptoms. I hear the symptoms as a cry of the soul. And then I take the symptoms as my breadcrumb towards the depth. Then I go there, I heal what's in there, the symptoms stop. I don't try to manage your symptom.